I know. Drink a decent amount out there. Want me to get things started?
Go ahead, yes.
Mic check.
Go ahead.
Nice round.
Thank you.
So it looks like you have a lot to play for. You're right on the cusp of that, 51 to 60 number, and you get to Riviera, you get to Pebble Beach. How much do you allow yourself to think about that? How much does that shape how you schedule your fall?
It's a lot better than being 120 to 130 right now. Let's put it that way. I feel like I'm actually pretty freed up, just trying to chase down a win this fall. More importantly than those two events, I feel like for me, I have 3 seconds on tour, so getting a win and kind of more job security for a few years it would be nicer. So just trying to win. I'll see where the cards kind of fall for that 51 to 60, but in my mind, I'm just trying to take each week one at a time and just try to chase the leaders down or hopefully just stay in the lead.
Yeah, on that note, the win, it seems like you've pretty much proved that you are capable and deserving of being out here and playing with the big boys and so forth. Is it just a matter of putting yourself in contention in the smoke, as Lee Trevino used to say, on Sunday, and just giving yourself the benefit of the odds, getting there enough times?
Absolutely. I think, giving yourself enough chances is really important. I think you look at a lot of guys, even some of the most successful golfers of all time, some of them may even have started off their careers with a bunch of top finishes, but it kind of took a while to break through. I remember talking to Ricky Fowler last year when I had finished second, I think, in one of the fall events, and he's like, dude, it took me like 3 or 4 years to get my first win, even though I'm only 35, and it seems like I've been on tour forever. But it's just kind of the way it goes. I feel like you give yourself enough chances, you get more and more comfortable. You learn from your experiences when you finish second, at least I have. And I feel like for me, I just need to keep putting myself in those positions, playing in as many events as I can to give myself more and more chances to win.
Was the biggest learning experience the playoff loss at Sanderson, because I think that was the one where you were ahead and you didn't play well on the last day, or was there another tournament that you learned more or just as much from?
Yeah, it's funny. I finished second being in the lead with a few holes to go. I finished second being in the mix with 9 to go. I finished second where I wasn't in the mix and made a chase down the stretch to try to give myself a chance, back this summer at the Canadian Open against Robert McIntyre. So I feel like I've put myself in just about every position possible around the lead, and it's just a matter of holding it off. There's different mindsets when you're coming on the stretch when you're coming in from behind versus being ahead. And my most recent second, I was coming from behind, and I think that's helped me a ton from a confidence standpoint of, okay, maybe next time I'm in the lead with a few holes to go, let's keep the pedal down. Let's not play too defensive golf, because out here so many guys are good, and I feel like a lot of events on tour, there's some par 5 on the last couple of holes or something like that where things can change quick. And so I just got to keep the pedal down all 72 holes, and you can't just, pretend like the trophy's just going to be there for you when you have 5 holes to go and you have a 2 or 3 shot lead. You got to keep the pedal down. So, for me, it's just a matter of making a ton of birdies and just keep building confidence.
Your last victory was on Korn Ferry Tour, or?
I didn't win on Korn Ferry. I had 3 seconds on the Korn Ferry as well, actually. But the Canadian Tour I won. Okay. That was back in 2018. So, it's been a while at the PGA Tour level. Let's put it that way. And
last question for me.
Mm-hmm.
You had 37 starts last season. Hubbard gets all the acclaim for having 39. Do you feel a little bit snubbed?
I know, right? I feel like I should be able to chase him. Maybe he's qualified for more events than me. It's a bummer. I think this is number 30 for me, and I'm going to get to like 35 or 36 this year. So it's tough, but, someone's got to be that guy, and he just keeps the pedal down more than I do, I guess.
Jeez, you must love golf.
I feel like I only took 1 week off this year where I had the choice, so I felt like I did a pretty good job. Maybe I took 2. Can't remember, but yeah.
Iron Man,
yeah.
Just real quick, Ben.
Sure.
Do all those starts start to weigh on you after a while, or is it just, are you okay with playing that kind of stuff?
No, I love it. I think for some guys, actually a lot of guys out here, they can't do it for some reason.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like if I go home, I'm going to touch my clubs on Wednesday or Thursday anyways if I fly home on a Sunday night or Monday morning, so why wouldn't I touch a club when I have a chance to make money, make FedEx Cup points, world ranking point, everything. It's just, I don't mind the travel. I don't have any kids. I just have my fiance Dana over there, and we just kind of go with the flow. And she works remotely, and it works out well for both of us. Yeah.
Have you played Pebble and Riviera?
Yeah, I played them last year, and the year before I played Pebble. but not Riviera.
You like those places?
I do. I like Riviera a lot, even though it's Poana greens, which I tend to struggle on. I like the layout of the course a lot. But yeah, I think Pebble, like, at least for me in my shoes, I should be in Pebble regardless because the field's like 78 and it's locked at 78. Riviera, I've got to be 51 to 60. So it's really like I'm playing for one event this fall. But yeah, thanks guys.